Yo. What's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Feel free to give me a follow. Thank you for clicking on today's video. The date for today is March the 3rd. We have a 5-game slate that we need to break down, talk about really quick. But before I do that, man, I got to give you a recap. My 3 all-in plays yesterday. Westbrook, Ron Baker, Dario Saric. Westbrook had 99 points. I'm sure you're aware. The man snapped. That's why my number 1 rule is don't fade Westbrook. He has to do too much for his team to be successful. He's chasing history. He's always in a good spot, man. He has the highest ceiling, highest floor. Almost every night he's on the slate. So I don't fade Westbrook. Then we have Ron Baker. He was bare minimum, 3 racks. He got 15 points. Now, when I picked him, in my mind, I was hoping he would get about 22 points. That's what I was hoping for. He didn't quite make it, but at such a cheap price tag, 15 points, he went 5x. He didn't kill me. Yesterday, I was still able to cash about half of my lineups, which is cool, man. I won just a little bit of money. I thought I was just praying to break even, to be honest. Blake Griffin saved me in a lot of spots. I had him for my late hammer. He had a pretty decent game. And then Dario Saric, I picked him 2 nights in a row as one of my all-in plays. He let me down again, man. Dario, what's good, bruh? Why you do me like that? He was struggling, man. But I seen a report. He said he was kind of fatigued. That's why he wasn't playing good. Well, I wish you would have said that before the game, bruh. So I would have been off you. But anyways, man, we're finna move on to today's games. We're going to take that information. We're going to learn from it. We're going to keep it moving. Trust the process, man. I'm not mad at anybody. It's a learning experience, man. You got to learn from it. So that's what we're going to do. Today we have Brooklyn versus Detroit. That's our first game. That total is at 213. Then we have Cleveland versus Chicago. The total is at 212. Then we have Lakers versus Minnesota. Total is at 222. Then we have the Clippers versus Phoenix. Total is at 218. And the last game, the late night hammer, Houston versus Portland. Now I want to go ahead. I'm going to just go ahead and give away one of my all-in picks. It's going to be James Harden. He's a late hammer. He's in the highest total tonight. He got done. He watched that game last night with Westbrook, or at least he's seen the highlights. He know he's battling for MVP. And he's James Harden going up against a Portland team that likes to push pace. I'm all in, man. I'm down for it. That sounds good to me. Sounds like a juicy matchup, man. So that's one of my first all-in plays. I want to just go ahead and get that out the way. But anyways, I'm going to start off with my top value. Today, number 1, I have Raymond Felton. Earlier, we got the news that Austin Rivers is out. I feel like with Rivers being out, somebody got to get these minutes. And I think the minutes should be there for Raymond Felton. I know earlier in the season, if y'all don't recall, Raymond Felton started as small forward a couple times. And Austin Rivers, he kind of plays a small forward, backup point guard, / shooting guard. And Raymond Felton is the exact same way. I think Doc looks at these two players in the same manner. They have similar skill sets. So I think Austin Rivers going out, the minutes will directly affect Raymond Felton. Now, I could be totally wrong, man. I could be like bozo clown, totally wrong. I could be. But just from me watching games and me what I feel like I know about this team, I feel comfortable with it. And not only is he one of the top values tonight, I think he's going to be one of the surprise plays tonight. I think he's going to shock a lot of people. I don't know if people even are even looking at him. I don't know if he's on people's radar. But that's my number 1 value for tonight. Second value, I have Evan Turner. The boy is back from injury. We all know who Evan Turner is. Used to play for Boston. Used to ball out, man. He's a borderline superstar. He could never quite get there. But Turner is a really solid player, man. And at this price tag of 3.5, he's waiting to break it. He's waiting to just bust his price tag wide open. I think he's in a solid spot going up against Houston. I like him a lot tonight, a lot. And I actually think he might start. I don't know for sure. I'm going to put this video out clearly before I know, but I think he might get the start, man. So he was close to being one of my all-in plays. He was real close, but I like him a lot tonight. Number 3 value, I got Chris Dunn at 3.9, man. I think he's in a really good spot. Chris Dunn has been seeing a lot of minutes. He's been taking some minutes from, I want to say, Shabazz. I know he plays backup point guard traditionally, but he's been playing so hot that Thibodeau is keeping him on the court. So he's been trying to fit him in wherever just to see the man on the court. Super athletic, man. He's a hoss, man. At 3.9, he's in a good spot, especially at the rate that we're seeing him get minutes. I feel like we're getting close to the end of the season. I don't think the Timberwolves they can't make the playoffs, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think the team is necessarily playing for anything in particular, but I know Thibodeau is the type of coach that's going to have his team motivated. And the report the other day, I had him the other day, the report I seen, it was Thibodeau basically praising the man for his energy. Anytime you get a coach saying that, man, if anything goes wrong with that first unit, he's going to be one of the top dogs off the bench, man, and you love that. And you love spark players, man. He gets the team going. So I think his minutes are safe right now. Feel free to jump on the wave while he's still cheap, man. I think he's in a good spot. Moving on to under the radar, I have Jamal Crawford. Like I said, we got the Rivers news. Somebody's going to have to play these minutes. I think Crawford is in a excellent position, man. He's been seeing the minutes. With Rivers going out, his minutes should increase. That's as simple as that. And I think he's in a good spot. 3.9 price tag. I could have put him under value, too. Moving on. Excuse me. I got a Caldwell Pope at 5.2 going up against Brooklyn. And anytime we get somebody going up against Brooklyn, y'all know what we like to do, man. We like to lock and load, man. Brooklyn sucks, and that's just me. I hate saying that, dude, because anybody playing hard, I want to, give them some props, but they're not that good. They don't really defend at all, and they like to run up and down the court. So I like Caldwell Pope tonight. I think he can get hot. He's been struggling. I don't think anybody is going to really be, just set in on him. But I think anytime we get a player like this that's been struggling in a situation as good as this, that is going to click, man. That's when we start to see players turn it around, and I think he's in a good situation. Next guy I got Allen Williams under the radar, man. 5K. This is my guy, man. Big sauce. Going up against the Clippers, man. I think he's in a decent spot. I don't know what happened in this the Phoenix-Atlanta game. I'm not really sure what happened. I didn't get to watch the game, so I don't know why the starters didn't play that many minutes. I know Allen Williams is not a starter, but like Marquise Chris minutes were down. Alex Len, his minutes were down. I don't know who they had out there. I know TJ Warren was out there for sure. Yeah, TJ Warren played 40 minutes. I don't know what lineup they was rolling out there, but the reason I like Big Sauce tonight, if the Clippers don't rest their big three, he's going to be dealing with Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. And I think that's an excellent situation, man, to throw a big body like Allen Williams out there. I think he's just good enough to beat his price tag, man. I think he's very skilled. I don't think Griffin or Jordan can just kind of shut him down. He's a hustler. And I think he has a bounce-back game, man. So I really like him for under the radar. And the last guy I want to mention is Larry Nance. Brandon Ingram still is out, I believe. So I'm looking towards some Larry Nance, man. I think people might still go after the Corey Brewer. I think he kind of burned people the last game. But Larry Nance, he plays backup power forward, backup small forward, man. Backup center, too. if we're being honest. So I like Larry Nance. His minutes should be safe. Under the radar, 4-6. He's in a good spot. Don't be scared of him. And he's in a pretty high total. And I think they'll need his body going up against Minnesota with Jang and Towns. They may need all the big bodies they can. So I like him tonight. I think he's in a pretty decent spot. Now, my 3 all-in plays, these are the players I have 100% everywhere in all of my lineups. These are the players I cannot go without, man. I like something about them. And tonight, man, I already told you one. I think, I don't know, I recorded this video like 3 times, so I don't know if it was this one or the last one. I don't know if I already said it, but my first all-in play is Mr. James Harden, Mr. Left Wrist Bandit. He got done watching Westbrook, man. He's gonna be fired up. Portland likes to give it up, man. They don't really defend. They try to outscore teams, run them out the gym, and Houston's not having that, man. And I think James Harden, we're going to see an explosive game. I love the situation. I love the pace. In Vegas, they got the game. Houston is only favored by a point. So if Houston has a game this close, this high pace, I can't ignore that, man. And with the basketball eye, I know the way these two teams play. Now, I know Portland, they're still battling, trying to see if they can make a playoff spot. So they're going to play hard, man. They're gonna be ready to put it on these boys. But I think we're going to see somebody cooking, man. We're going to see James Harden show out, man. So he's my first one. I love him. Price is 12-4. And that's very affordable, man. If I can squeeze Westbrook in my lineup every night, I can definitely make room for Harden. He's in that same boat. He has to do a lot for his team to win. They're down Anderson, and I love when they play small ball, man, because the assists just keep rolling in for James Harden. They just keep doing it. And then once you start defending these shooters, that's when James Harden, he just goes straight to the basket. So I love it, man. I don't have too much else to say about that, but I think he's in a good situation. My next all-in play is Mr. Tyler Ulis, and this play is basically just off of minutes. It's off of minutes aspect of things. He costs 7.2. It's kind of expensive, but we've seen Tyler Ulis play for like 2 weeks now. The man is a baller, man. We've seen him at Kentucky. He knows how to play basketball. He's an NBA-ready player. He gets assists. He hustles. He'll get a couple steals tonight. And they don't have a backup point guard, so he's going to play 40 minutes. You got to love that. You know, the same thing I was talking about the other day with Ish Smith. And I know Ish Smith didn't really show out, but he didn't do bad, man. I think he went about 5x. In his last 2 games, man, you got to love that. That's decent, man. He's playing enough minutes. Hey, I just thought about Ish Smith for versus Brooklyn. I might have to give me some of that. Might have to, because Reggie Jackson is out, so he's gonna have to play all the minutes. But it's in the same situation, man. Same boat. So I love that situation, man. I think versus the Clippers, it should be a fast-paced game. It should be a decent game. And then my last one is Raymond Felton. Now I put Raymond Felton in because Austin Rivers is out. And we gotta watch out for the news, man. Like this play, Raymond Felton is one of my all-in plays tonight. Could have me looking like a genius. But another reason I picked Felton is because, like I said, I don't think the big three are gonna have to do as much tonight. And it wouldn't shock me if Doc, decided to rest these boys, man, and lean on his bench to get the dub, because the Clippers, man, they're sustained. They know where they are in the playoffs. They're not really, they're playing for something. Don't get me wrong. They're still out here hustling, but this could be one of those sneaky games where he could get his fellas some rest. I don't know that for sure, man. So don't take that to the bank. But for that reason, I'm taking a chance on Raymond Felton. And I think he's in a good spot, man. 3-9, he's gonna see plenty of minutes. So that's going to do it, man. Those are my 3 all-in plays with Harden, Ulis, and Raymond Felton. This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Bless up, man. Let's cash out.